Hey guys, we are Renegades of Pop. I am your hostess, Andrea.
Hostess with the mostest. And I'm RJ. Sorry, that was just too funny. Anyways.
What was funny?
Just like, whatever. So, what's up, guys? Before we get started, throw the boring stuff out of the way. Like, subscribe, click the little bell, make sure you get updates, comment below. Join us on the Facebook group and
Instagram.
The gram. Anywho, how are you doing?
I'm good. I've had a margarita.
I like that margarita mix.
It's a little too salty.
Well, that's because I did the actual salted rim. That way you could lick the rim.
He did a salted rim. He loves to rim.
Oh, all the time. That's why there's... Oh, wait, there's still a salt on my rim. Let me... This is why you guys got to watch the podcast.
You guys, he's going to give himself diarrhea. Just watch. I'll keep an update. He, in fact, got diarrhea.
Woo!
Anywho.
Probably what Bill Cosby's nuts taste
Holy Lord Jesus. Why? Why Bill Cosby?
I don't know.
I would think they'd taste like a pudding pop.
Fuck. I think we just got canceled.
In the gabba dabba dabba. The pudding popper.
I'm cutting that piece out and just putting it on the gram.
Anywho.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Well, as you know, this show is not only on all podcatchers, but it is also on YouTube.
Podcasters?
That's technical
That
term.
sounds like something you do with Pokemon.
Podcatchers?
I put him in a podcatcher.
Okay. Anyway, that being said, I've been a fan of YouTube for a long time. It's probably my most, I guess you could say, streamed service, if you will. Even though it's free, unless you pay for premium like me, because I'm fucking stupid like that. I don't like those ads. And yes, I know you could do ad blocker, but not on the iPhone. And I get you fucking Android lovers, you got that shit, but we don't got that shit. We don't got that shit. Anyways. But this is kind of like new to you. And I noticed you falling down the rabbit hole a little bit. So let's talk about some of your favorite YouTubers and things to watch.
Okay, so I would say I probably didn't give a shit about YouTube until we started doing YouTube ourselves.
And we have a daughter who watches fucking YouTube constantly. Like, I mean, holy shit.
Not on purpose. I feel like she doesn't necessarily have to watch the stuff that she does watch.
I know, but it's the quickest way to get to the exact thing that she wants.
Whatever.
Anyways.
But I have a few new faves. Actually, they're the only two things I really watch on YouTube. I've divulged a little bit in some other places, but these two are the ones I watch like consistently, I would say. And I didn't even find one on YouTube in the first place. So, like, I really like watching Bailey Sarian, which she's, like, hot. She's been hot shit for a while. Like, I know that. I'm late to the game. You know what I mean? She's been doing YouTube for a while, and I just started watching her Murder Mystery Mondays, and I think they're really, really fun.
So, describe the premise of the show for the people who don't know what this is.
She does murder mysteries. So, like, she will tell you an entire story, like, you know, a murder story, solved or unsolved, while she's doing her makeup. And, you know, me, I'm not crazy. Like, I'm trying to be more into makeup just because we're on YouTube. So I don't want to look fucking, like, janky and shit. So I'm trying to up my game and, you know, be able to compete with these bitches out here.
I think she's doing quite the job, as you can see. It's sexy.
Gorgeous! You know what? But I would thank these women for helping me get to another level because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing sometimes.
Sorry, sometimes the way the light hits the glitter, is there green in that?
Probably, I think so.
There's a little bit of green in that. That's because, like, I
don't know if you can see that far.
Probably not. Well, you know, just, hey, follow us on Instagram because we're going to post some looks later.
Yeah.
Renegades of Pop.
Anywho, but yeah, like, I really, really like her stories. Like, I mean, some of these stories I know, and a lot of them I don't.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting to hear while she does her makeup. And I think that's fucking genius. And I mean, I'm sure a bunch of people are fucking doing it now that she's kind of like coined it a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's just like, with like postmodern jukebox, they do the
covers,
old timey covers. Yeah, like they do like big band and blah blah blah. There was like 6 YouTubers who started doing it soon after they like blew up, and it's
but that's just like the name of the YouTube game. Like somebody does something and then everybody else has to like jump on the bandwagon because that's what's hot. And I get it. And I think I would never do that. I don't think I'm not good enough at makeup to start doing tutorials because I'm still trying to figure out my fucking face, and it's fucking makeup is hard. Like makeup is really hard and it's an art, and like these bitches who can do it, like I'm just like I'm constantly in awe of like the stuff people can do because I'm just like still figuring out my face. You know what I mean? I'm almost 30s years old. 30s years old. I'm not there yet. But I'm almost there and I'm still figuring it out. But I like watching her videos because I think she's really, really funny. Also another person I think I could be friends with.
Except for there's actual probability due to her location towards ours.
I'm pretty sure she went to high school with a bunch of people I was friends with. But I haven't confirmed that.
Yeah. What's her name again?
Who, the girl?
No, the girl that we're talking about.
Oh, Bailey Sarian.
Bailey Sarian, if you're watching this, really fucking doubt it, but hey, let's hang out. Let's have a beer. Sociably, pandemic, probably not possible, but hey. Nobody gives a shit in Marietta, so like
I don't think she's from Marietta.
No,
I
but
think
that's where she's
from
located.
Like, is that where she lives?
I'm pretty sure that's where she lives.
I don't know. I don't know where the woman lives. I'm not stalking her like a creepy asshole.
Like, I literally think it's on the episode where she's like talking about moving.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if she disclosed that, but if she is living in Marietta, weird neighbors, girl. Or I don't live there, but my family does.
Yeah.
Anywho, going on. Oh shit! I totally scratched the mic. If you guys can hear that, I'm sorry.
That's what Damn, you really fucked this up, girl.
I didn't fuck it up. It was not super duper tight.
Slapped it and
I went like this.
Fucking...
Anywho, you told me to turn it this way.
Yeah, no. Sorry.
Anywho, another one of my faves is the Glam Goth. Like, I fucking love watching her videos.
Isn't this brought to you by Glam Goth?
Her glitter. I'm watching her glitters. Because I got on like a thing.
What lashes are you wearing?
I'm wearing Velvet Revival Co.
Shout out.
Yeah, my good friend. She makes lashes now. We were friends since we were in like the 4th grade, and now she's making lashes and glitters and stuff like that. And if you guys fucking hit them up. We'll put them in the link below.
That's
but
right.
These lashes are fucking the shit. Her lashes, like the best quality I've ever fucking tried on. They're comfy. They're nice.
Jackie, we haven't spoken since high school. You used to hate my guts. But
I wasn't gonna say her name. I wasn't gonna put her on blast like that. But
I'm going to, because like we're gonna be linking to her shit anyways. Anyways, girl, you make some good stuff. That's all I'm gonna say.
They're
Hopefully
gorgeous.
you don't hate me too much.
She probably does not remember who the fuck you are.
She probably fucking doesn't.
There's so many people from high school. I don't fucking remember.
No. Anyway.
Anywho. But yeah, no, I love the Glam Goth. I think she's really funny as well. And I love the way she does her makeup. Like, I wish I could do that. I've tried and it doesn't look right on me, but I'm still trying to figure it out. Like, everybody has their own styles, and that's that thing again. Like, you figure out what looks great on you and it works for you.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to figure that out because I don't know shit from shit. Like, you know what I mean? So those are people I like to watch. I do like Jackie Aina because I think she's also really funny.
She's fucking hilarious, and she's entertaining.
Oh, yeah. She's super duper entertaining.
To where I don't give a flying fuck. She is legitimately funny, and I will sit there and watch her videos just to listen to her talk because she's legitimately entertaining and funny.
Yeah, half the time I don't give a shit about her makeup. Like, I just like listening to her talk because she's funny. No, I like her opinions of things, and I might necessarily like her makeup all the time, but it's all subjective. Like, you know what I mean? But I like watching her as, like, her videos because she's just fun to watch.
I do think it's funny though, because with both of these people that you already mentioned like it was on Facebook when you found what's her face.
When I found Bailey Sarian, yeah.
And like Glam Goth was on Instagram, like, right?
Well, I started following the Glam Goth on Instagram just because I'm like following a lot of like alt black females, and it's just like when I was growing up, I wish I had these fucking people being my friends because, you know, I was like, I didn't have any black friends. Like there was no fucking other black alternative people. And I wish I had friends like them growing up. So it's like everybody kind of like, it's like following the same kind of people. You know, I'm not in that group yet because I don't have any fucking followers, but it is what it is. Like I'm not as active on there. I'm not as active on there as I should be, but I'm trying. But I like to follow them because I like, you know, I'm just like, oh, like, you know. That was me once upon a time. But that's how I found her, and I appreciate that, and I love seeing it. You know, it makes me feel better about myself because I'm just like, like, you know, there was like a time I was just like, like I don't give a shit about my appearance. Like, like I care about it, but you know, I'm not doing it all the time. Like, I don't have the time these days.
Well, you know, and I know those are the two they mentioned, but there are others that you watch.
There are?
We're going to talk about Matt Stoney.
Oh.
He's a YouTuber.
Well, no, he is a YouTuber, but I thought you meant like stuff that I enjoy watching on my own.
Oh, no, I just meant that you enjoy watching. That's something that we do. We do. Scooby-Doo. We do watch together.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Matt Stoney, if you guys don't know, he's a competitive eater, and then he does like a bunch of weird like food challenges. Scrawny little fucker that he is.
I know. I'm just like, where do you put that? Where do you put all that food?
Gonna fucking have like intestinal issues.
I just wonder. Like, I'm just like, crazy. What is your like? I mean, I know he probably works out a lot because he's eating so much food, or like, you know, pushing his body to those kinds of limits. But I'm just like, bitch, where do you like? What's gonna happen to you? You know, I do worry about his. I worry about his health.
Yeah.
But you know, yeah, I like watching Matt Stoney just because like. It's interesting to see somebody eat so much garbage. It's just like, it's like, you know, like the freak shows. Like, yeah, it's like you can't stop watching, and then you get like you fall down this rabbit hole, and you're just like, oh.
Let's talk about if you could ever hate fuck somebody, like as far as watching their videos are concerned.
Hate fuck watching their videos, or hate fuck them in real life.
I just meant like Josh Weissman, like you have a love-hate relationship. We watch his fucking videos, but then I find especially you being very like
judgmental because I'm also a culinarian. I feel like that's probably why I'm so judgmental, because I'm like, bitch, what the fuck you know? Well, you know, but at the same time, like I don't know his level of
culinary arts.
Yeah, I mean, I know I just kind of like read like a quick bio about him, and like he came with like a cookbook when he was like fucking 16 or whatever, but I'm like, okay, like how many restaurants or hotels have you worked in? Like how long have you been working in the food industry before you did that? And I know there's a shit ton of people who don't do that, so that's just me being like a fucking bougie bitch and being like, you know, like when you try to play the name game and people are like, what the fuck do you know about shit? You know what I mean? But like I don't think Joshua Weissman is a bad person. I don't think his videos are bad. I think they're quite funny, and
they're
sometimes the stuff looks good. I can't taste it through a goddamn camera, but you know, it is what it is. Like I enjoy watching him, but at the same time I hate him. But I have no reason to. Like I don't know why I'm like, fuck you, Joshua Weissman. Like, I don't know why I'm always like that. I have no reason to be. Except he's like a little bit like cocky, sarcastic, and I just want to like, you know, make him lick my boot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want him to like.
He's got into fucking BDSM.
Yeah, like I want him to like lick my heel. Like, like you know what I mean? I want to tie him up.
Like I said, hate fuck him.
I guess. Like, I want to like dom over him, and I don't know why.
You heard it here first, Josh Weissman, because you're, you know, also probably watching this just like all the other famous
Yeah,
YouTubers.
but he's like from Texas, so I could only concur. Like, I can only deduce what like he would think of that.
I'm looking at you. While I'm not from there, I did spend a
No,
good chunk
that's
of
not
my
what I
life.
mean. Like, that's
My
not.
life.
I'm just saying, like, you know, I don't know. I'm not gonna like fucking like, you know, say shit that I don't know is true. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Is there any other ones I'm trying to think of that you like? Because I got a long list. Because that's all I do.
know that's all you do, but I mean, I watch a lot of Sesame Street on there.
Yeah.
Sesame Street, fucking Disney songs,
Moana.
The Wiggles.
Make way. Make way. Don't DMCA Disney. Fuck you. Anyways.
That's not the people I want to be fucked by.
Definitely not. Gina Carano would know. Boom.
Boom.
Too soon.
I don't like her anyway.
Yeah, she's not a good actress. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Because now they're all coming to her aid. And I'm like, no, fuck you. You were terrible. You're boring. A cardboard could replace you.
I feel like, yeah. I feel like anybody could literally replace her. Like, I think the only thing that's really, like, you know, that I like about her is her presence, I guess. Like, her build. Like, the kind of a big, I wouldn't say she's big. I guess I can't use that word freely because I consider myself a big woman and I'm kind of hefty like she is. So, I don't know. I just like,
Got
I like
some heft.
yeah, like, you know, I'm sturdy. She's sturdy and I don't know. I like her body because I'm like, oh, okay. Like, we're kind of like the same kind of body type, except she's a little bit more toned than I am.
Anyways, moving on. I really don't want to fucking talk about Gina Carano.
Well, you brought her up.
I made a passing joke and now we've fallen down the fucking rabbit hole. Anywho. So, like, things I like watching are, like, video essays, like, not documentaries, but, like, yeah, just video essays. So, like, for example, Defunctland, where he talks about like all the old, you know, theme parks and like stuff like that. The Company Man, he talks about like businesses, why they're successful, their origins, interesting things about them. Video games, making of, like the Salt Factory. He does like just like video breakdowns of like just reviewing games, sort of, but in a long format sort of way. And then, of course, there's dozens of like music stuff that I watch.
Yeah, I like the pen, pineapple, apple pen.
No,
I have an apple. I have a pen. Apple pen.
You gotta do the rest now.
I have a pen. I have pineapple. Pineapple pen.
Keep it going.
Apple pen. Pineapple pen. Pen, pineapple, apple pen. Anyway.
No, I'm referring to like, you know, musicians.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about gear and like just creative stuff.
Baby Shark.
Not quite. But yes, that does.
Pink Fong.
Pink Fong. Let's see.
Are you gonna go down the long fucking, you know, list of every single?
I'm gonna talk about the ones that I'm like been watching recently.
All right.
Gabe Miller music, just because I've been wanting to get into like more music production stuff again, and like electronic music, and that's like his primary focus.
Okay.
He's also a young dude. I think he's like 26. He does it on the side. He's actually like a civil engineer.
Oh.
Yeah. But he looks like a child. Like, he fucking looks like a child. I'm going to put a picture up of his face.
I look like a child. Actually, I don't. I want to look the way I do, but just like, you know, maybe 10 years younger.
Well, you wouldn't be a child.
I wouldn't be a child. I'd be a teenager.
Hold on. I just wanted to show you Gabe Miller music.
I thought you were just going to put the, like, just put his face
you
right here.
to see Gabe Miller.
Jesus. He does look like a little kid. He kind of looks like Michael Cera.
Yeah. Anyway, Gabe Miller music. Very interested in him.
You see him at NAMM?
I don't know if he went to NAMM. I don't think he did. Anyways, I've actually fallen a lot out of like the guitar like personalities that I used to watch. Just because I want to be more about music production, actually making music, and not just be about like the next fucking hot guitar pedal that's out.
I would think that'd be wise.
I think it would be. And I think his name's Pete Johns. He like specifically like focuses on like iPad music production. Since that's my primary music maker recorder now. Henny the business. Love Henny. Love that man. He is very entertaining to watch, and he's all about that iPad Pro life. I'm putting her to sleep, but I was invested and interested in her bullshit.
Yeah, but the stuff I watch can be like, he can just like come in as he pleases and watches it with me. You know what I mean? On his own accord. I don't fucking force him to watch these music dudes like fucking like, tinker away. And don't get me wrong, I think that shit is cool. They're some of those people are really talented, but like it's fucking snoozeville over here.
Oh, and then lastly, I think his name's Aldo. The
like
guy I sent you? The guy I sent you, remember? Like he does all the loop stuff and I'm like, oh yeah.
Like the R&B-ish kind of stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Aldo. He's very talented. Like that guy knows how to put music together and do it live. And I respect that. That's very hard to do full productions like that. The amount of planning that goes behind doing one of those videos is probably insane. But yeah, I'm a big fan of YouTube. What can I say? It's a good one. Been around, been watching it since, I remember watching it before the Google days. Like, that's how long I've watched YouTube.
I don't know what that means.
Like, before Google bought YouTube.
Okay. Like, is that like Candy Mountain time?
Huh?
Like Candy Mountain time.
Candy Mountain?
Yeah, Candy Mountain, Charlie. Like that shit?
No, I don't know. First video ever posted on YouTube was a elephant at the zoo.
Okay.
Anyways.
So something I want to bring up, because it's been going on for a while, but it's something that's like I hear about a lot and I see about it a lot, and now they're having fucking like datelines and shit about it. I want to talk about OnlyFans. And like I just want to like, cuz I've never been on there, but I see girls on like Instagram like promoting their OnlyFans, and like I probably didn't find out about OnlyFans until somebody I follow on Instagram. She's an author and like she's part of like the saggy boob movement, the Slumflower.
Oh, she has an OnlyFans?
I don't think she has an OnlyFans, but people were trying to make her come after people, like people who are famous already for creating OnlyFans, like sex workers. And I knew it was like a thing.
You mean not go after sex workers?
No, sex workers were trying to make her come after people who are already famous and
like
making
Megan
money.
Thee Stallion or Cardi B or something.
Like in that vein. I don't remember the girl they were telling her to come after.
Probably what's her face, the one that broke fucking OnlyFans for everyone.
No, it was before that. It was before that even happened. But like that's how I found out about it. Even though it had already been a thing for a while for people who are in that industry or whatever, girls trying to make a buck or whatever. And I just find it really interesting, and just my matter of circumstances now as opposed to if I was in my early 20s still. Mm-hmm. And I do wish OnlyFans would have came out when I was like 22, 23, because I feel like I'd be more inclined to do it. Oh, yeah. Like, I don't feel like my body is what it once was. Like, it's not, like, it's not destroyed or anything. And if I worked hard to get it back, I think I could. But, like, I just think it's really interesting about how people have, like, kind of cashed in on shit we were doing for free. Like, which I feel like a fucking idiot about. I'm like, I'm seeing these dusty-ass bitches fucking, like, sexy pictures of me when I could fucking
be charging $10 a month for that shit.
For real. And that pisses me off. That pisses me off because I always wondered, like, one day if I do something important, some motherfucker's gonna try to come out the woodwork trying to tell me, like, trying to be like, oh, I got fucking news of this bitch or whatever. And now I could fucking take control of that and be like, you know what? You can see my shit for, $10 a month or whatever. You know what I mean?
$30 a month.
And I want to talk about how like freeing that is and like giving women autonomy of their fucking shit and making money off of it. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, sex workers have been doing that forever, and I think that's fucking rad. But like, you know, like now that they're making fucking Datelines and shit about it and trying to like, I haven't watched it, so I don't know if they're trying to fucking demonize it, but I can only imagine. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, OnlyFans, is your teenage daughter fucking cashing in on her body? Like, you know, some bullshit like that. Like, you know, and I just want to like see what you thought about it, because I know you subscribe to some women on OnlyFans, don't you?
I've dabbled. I don't currently, but it's a very easy way to part with money, I guess.
For a man, you feel like?
Yeah, like what I mean by that is, let's talk about traditional porn websites, okay? And
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Pornhub. I'm like talking about premium subscription. It's always something shady. It's always something like, oh yeah, after this month in the small print, we're gonna raise it to $70 a month versus $10. Like,
I didn't know that.
like they do a lot of like small print bullshit.
Like, if you don't read the, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna also sign you up for this auto protection thing. And you're like, wait, what? You know, like when, like, you know, you're, not to be vulgar, but you're in the moment and like you're more than likely paying while you're in the moment. And so you're clicking buttons just to try to give them your money so you can get to the thing. And sometimes you could click on something that like you don't necessarily aren't really agreeing to. You think you're just paying for the thing. It's tricky. There's no shit like that with OnlyFans. It's like, this is what you get. You have the option to pay monthly, plus there's some premium content that you can charge out for singly, or, you know, for single like use, like, you know, an exclusive video or whatnot, you know? And I just think it's, also I'm a fan of, and this is just anything in general. Like, I'm a fan of like getting money into the hands of the creator, whether it's OnlyFans, Patreon.
Yeah, I feel like OnlyFans is Patreon for bitches who want to take their clothes off or whatever.
Right.
Or not even take their clothes off. Just take sexy pictures.
Sexy pictures.
Sexy pictures.
Sexy pictures.
My fucking list came out of that.
Sexy pixels.
Some sexy pixels. Whatever. Don't judge me.
Sexy pixels.
But yeah, no, and I respect that a lot, and I just wish OnlyFans had been a thing when I was younger.
Yeah, however, this brings up other problems of maybe trying to do OnlyFans as a supplemental income. Like the young woman who I believe is up in New York, who's like an EMT. Who got like fucking fired.
Oh, she did? I didn't know she got fired. I thought they just called her out on it.
Oh, I thought she
I
was
don't know.
fired.
I don't know the details of that. She might have gotten fired or whatever.
A lot of companies that you work for, there is a morality clause in the contract that you sign when you become employed, and therefore, if they find out that you have something like that, they, because of the contract, have the right to fire you. And I think that's a bunch of bullshit.
I think it's bullshit. Whatever you do in your own fucking time by yourself, as long as you're not wearing like your company shirt or like saying you don't have something that's like tying you to this fucking your place of work or whatever. Yeah. Like, I don't think your job should have any fucking say in what you do in your own personal time with your body.
And here's what I'll say to this. The fact that the woman has to start an OnlyFans for supplemental income, working as a fucking medical professional as an EMT, says something about the income gap in this country that you know,
which is another goddamn topic.
Yeah, well,
I'd be like, if we do like a political episode, like, you know, but
we're gonna shelve that anyway.
But yeah, no, it sucks. But
I think it's bullshit, because I think like, once you start down that path, like that you could still have serious consequences of it affecting you. But the advantage is you do have the right to pull that content from said website, but nothing's ever truly deleted. There are literally websites dedicated to archiving the internet on a day-to-day basis, including stuff like that.
Yeah.
And screenshots and everything else. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I wonder how many fucking Snapchats are just floating around out there. Not that anybody wants to see that, but you know.
Yeah, no. And so I think this OnlyFans is great for like that, because before OnlyFans, there were models who were doing Snapchat, private Snapchats, and you would pay through like a PayPal thing and blah blah blah. And like I like that, like this is a one-stop shop for them, to where like you can post, collect, and everything on this website.
Yeah.
And I think that's
And I don't even know how much OnlyFans takes from them. I'm sure it's a fucking a good amount of money.
I'm pretty sure it's at least like 20%,
which is bullshit. But until we all come together and make our for us by us kind of site,
But you got website costs. Like it costs money to put those pictures digitally somewhere.
Yeah.
It costs money to host servers to let millions of people come look at your titties.
But I just think the whole thing is really interesting, and I think
will say that's bullshit. What's I can't remember the actress's name, and I'm not gonna look it up. The one that fucked it up for everybody.
Bella Thorne.
Bella Thorne. Hey, go fuck yourself. Fuck you.
I'm like, you didn't need the money, so it was. I don't think it was about that.
Research for a role, which was a total bullshit thing. But my thing is, fuck yourself. You fucked people out of good money, because after that they implemented monetary restrictions on truly how much you can charge for. Not the subscription, but the exclusive content that I was telling you about. And I think that's fucking bullshit, because like I read the article, is like, well, like the exclusive content, like I'm literally giving head in that video, and now you're telling me that I can't charge, which some I would charge like $200 for. Now you're saying you're putting a cap on that. Then I'm not going to put out content like that, because it's not worth me taking a shot in the mouth for fucking the chump change that you're making me charge.
I would concur. Like, because if you can charge somebody a premium for something as intimate as that, you should. And if they're going to tell you can't, then I'm like, what's the point? Then I'm not going to fucking put that much effort out there.
Especially for I'm sure it doesn't add up, or it doesn't matter for like the bigger creators who maybe have like
their own sites.
No, like I'm just saying, like they have like 1,000 subscribers versus like the people who have like 50, but those 50 are dedicated and willing to pay the $200 for that 5-minute video or whatever. And Bella Thorne, you can go fuck yourself for being a fucking lying, thieving cunt. It's a little overbearing. I understand, but that's fucked up. I really do think that's fucked up.
People are just, they're not looking at it as like, it's what's the problem with a lot of people is they don't think about how to impact somebody else when they're trying to fucking make their dollars doing whatever.
She didn't need to make
She didn't, but that wasn't the point. She was still like, oh, this is something I can fucking cash in on without actually having to fucking do, like,
but you promised one thing and delivered another, and that's the problem.
And that's fucked up. I'm like, if you're gonna fucking do something, then do it. Like, especially on that kind of like level.
No,
but
and that's people's problem, and then that's what caused this whole stink. And I'm glad that she, wasn't up for that movie, and I'm glad that the director like disowned her and stuff, because she was saying she was doing it for research for a movie. That's why she did it.
Oh. Well, I don't feel like you should lie. Like, I would just be honest about it. A lot of people are like, hey, like, this is something I want to pursue, and I feel like this is a safe space to do it.
No, and hey, and I feel like that's the biggest thing about OnlyFans is it allows sex workers to have a safe place
to do their job,
to make their money, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing. I think that it's a great thing, and I wish it had been a thing maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, because that way I could have like cashed in on it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Technically I still could, but I don't know if I have the confidence to do that. The confidence or the body to do that, but
whatever.
It's all subjective.
I can assure you.
But that's just you. You already think I'm attractive.
No. What I was gonna say is I can assure you that it's more about confidence than like,
looks.
Yes.
Because some of the women I follow on Instagram that promote their OnlyFans through their Instagram, like, they have hella confidence. Yeah. And I'm like, God damn, like, you know what I mean? Like, I wish I could feel that comfortable in my skin. And once upon a time, I did. Yeah. And I just feel with age, I've become more, like...
uptight?
I'm prudish, I would say. More in, like, I'm more in myself. Because I don't feel like that confidence I once had, I don't have that anymore. Like, I don't feel like, oh, I'm fucking not single. I have a child. Like, I just don't feel like I am appealing to the masses like I once felt. I feel
like for some people this may be the path. Like, that's why they do things like this. That's why certain, cosplayers that I follow do this, is to find that confidence, and that's what's empowering to them. Yeah, and
I really, to them. I would love to, like, you know what I mean, like that, just for myself, because like, a lot of the stuff I follow, they're like, oh, take sexy pictures of yourself while you're young, so that way when you're fucking 80 years old and your titties are down to the floor, you can be like, you know what? I was fucking hot as shit one time. Like, that episode of Schitt's Creek when Moira is, like, looking for her, like, fucking, like, her nudes or whatever, and nobody could find them. She couldn't find them, and she was really upset about it. And I want to be that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be proud of my body and the way I looked, so that way when I'm old and crotchety or whatever, like, I could still feel good about myself. Like, you know what? I was a dish back in the day. Like, and have that. I want to have that.
No, I
Do guys go on OnlyFans? Do men have OnlyFans?
A lot of men do. No, it's not just for women. There are plenty of men who have OnlyFans. Yeah.
Would you have an OnlyFans?
You guys want me to get an OnlyFans? Come on, you want to see this.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
But no, like, a lot of people do, like, it's, everybody's got a kink, right? There's a kink for everybody, and OnlyFans allows you to find that kink and go direct to the source.
Yeah, no, because if I've always wanted to, like, sit on a cake bare ass, like, like, make
gluten-free.
I mean, as long as I'm not ingesting it, it doesn't have to be gluten-free. But, I mean, I guess it could get into my bloodstream.
No,
that way.
Think it could.
No, from the back. If I sat in it bare ass.
I don't think so. I think you'd be fine.
Anyways, like, that would be funny. I think that would just be funny.
That would be funny. People pay good money for that.
Yeah.
Popping balloons with your butt.
Is that a thing?
People like to pop balloons, like sit on balloons. Like,
I feel like that would, like, make your vagina hurt a little. Like the snap, like the popping, you're just like, oh, and then your ass hits the ground. I'm like, oh. I don't know. I think it's all very interesting, and like, we just like live in a time, like, I feel like I don't know. I won't say it's super duper free, but like that kind of freedom, I really, really respect. And I agree. Stuff like that, like when things like that happen to empower people and to, give them you have a chance to make, put yourself out there and feel good about yourself. I think that's really, really awesome.
Yeah. And I think, I agree. And I think that it's a very interesting time, like you said, just because, I mean, even if you go back 10 years, the worst thing that you could fucking do, like, as like an actress or somebody, a public figure, if you will, is like, oh my God, nudes are out.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Like somebody's nude, they got hacked,
they got accidentally
posted.
Yeah.
Like, now, like, they try to make stories about it, like when like Cardi B's like posted.
Well, no, but she admitted, she was like, I was drunk and an idiot that accidentally posted a picture of my titty. Like,
no, but that, honestly, I don't feel like you could have that 10 years ago.
No, I don't think so, because they would try to crucify you over something as minute as, having some sexy pictures of yourself. And you're allowed, like, the fact that they're so demonized and, like, people are trying to use that against you to, like, get stuff is such bullshit. I'm like, you should be lucky that you got to see whoever fucking naked in the first place. You know what I mean?
I mean, all those motherfuckers were still looking. They just, in public were judging.
Yeah, which I think is so fucking shitty. Like, like, I just don't get it. Like, people being, like, hypocrites about stuff like that. Like, oh, if you could pay for it, you would, but because this person fucking, like, you know, got hacked or whatever, you're like, you know, demonizing them and being like, oh, like, you know, pointing your finger at you and fucking shoving the Bible in your goddamn face. Like, it's bullshit.
I mean, still people still do that, but
they do, which pisses me off. I'm like, oh, we fucking hate gays and blah blah blah, but you were caught fucking sucking like 20 dudes' dicks and ran out of a fucking like window or some shit. Like, it's bullshit. I hate stuff like that. I'm like, own your shit. Like, own it. Don't fucking judge somebody. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I had half the confidence that a lot of these bitches on OnlyFans do. And that's my own issue. But I'm not judging them and hating on them because I don't have the confidence to do what they want to do. I respect it and it inspires me. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. No, I get it. Okay, this is a what if question. Name somebody you would want to have an OnlyFans, like you would pay to see their OnlyFans. Like, is there somebody?
No, it's not, because I like the mystery.
Even if it's somebody you wouldn't like ever have a shot with, but you could like this is your only shot to see.
I mean, if I can see what they look like, but then the mystery is still gone. Like, I feel like everything I've ever fantasized is way better than what it actually is. Every dude I fantasized actually being with was probably better in my head. So if I could just keep the fantasy alive in my head, then actually seeing what the real, which is, I feel like it's the point of like porn and stuff like that.
Imagination.
No, it's true. Because I mean, I thought that's like old school Playboys and whatnot or whatever. Like, you got to see stuff or like stuff you didn't even get to see. Like, that's more like, you know, illuminating, like, you know, mysterious, sexy. That's more sexy to me than actually getting to see, like, you know, the dick on the platter.
The dick on the platter.
But if I could
see the dick on the platter,
if I could see anybody, I don't want to see what fucking Henry Cavill's working. Like, I want to see Henry Cavill, and I'd like to kind of see what's his name, Jamie from Outlander, because I feel like he probably doesn't have the biggest wiener, but I'm sure it's still pretty.
It's a pretty cock.
Yeah, but those things don't matter. You could have a swag hammer and not know how to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Like, I feel like we've had this conversation because
yes.
I don't remember why we were talking about it. Like, people who have big dick energy. And it's like,
BDE.
Yeah, like, you could have a giant wiener, but you don't know what to do with it. So what's the point?
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Never mind.
Chris North?
I don't know. He's a tall man. So, I don't know.
Is he really, though?
He's like 6'2", 6'3", maybe. I think 6'4". Let's look, because I'm really curious.
I don't think he's that tall.
Let's see.
I think he's more like 6 foot.
He might be 6 foot, but and Sarah Jessica Parker's really, really short. So, he might not. He's 6'1". He's not that tall.
Yeah, he's
not that tall.
He's like my height. He's a little bit taller than me.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think he's rocking an average wiener, but he has that confidence that, like, and that fucking, what was his name? I know his last name is his name Mike Logan on.
Yeah, Mike Logan.
God damn, on fucking Law and Order. I'm like, golly, like, he has big dick energy in that show, and I feel like even Big has big dick energy. You know what I mean?
Big totally has BDE.
But like, that doesn't mean he knows what to do with it.
No, but you don't have to know. Like, that's how suave that motherfucker is.
That, and you know who else I feel like has huge big dick energy? Jason Statham. I don't find him attractive in any way, but he has crazy big dick energy. Crazy.
Yeah, I would argue that too.
I feel like The Rock kind of has big dick energy too.
Not on the level of Statham.
No, not on the level of Statham, but like,
No.
I do feel like he has a level of big dick energy, and he seems like he'd be like gentle. No, he's a very like gentle lover.
I don't see the big dick energy in The Rock. I see. The reason why I say that is I feel like he relies too much on the comedy, and I don't feel like I feel like being comedic is a way to deflect. BDE, when you have true BDE, you don't need that. Comedy is a way to deflect.
I guess.
And that's my only thing. Like Statham, he doesn't need that. Like,
no,
that
he does not need that. No, he does not.
Not a problem.
I'm trying to think who else has big dick energy. I feel like this should have been like a topic. Like we should be prepared with a list.
We'll do a whole topic.
Yeah,
about
we'll
big
do a
dick
topic
energy.
of big dick energy, but that's just like, some off the top of our head. But like, just because you got it doesn't mean you know what to do with it.
Life's lessons here on
Life's
Renegades
lessons.
Pop.
And bitches, stop thinking that you're the best, because you're probably not. You're probably dusty as fuck.
Are we talking about? We're talking about men and
We're talking about men.
Okay.
I mean, some women are probably dusty as fuck too, but I wouldn't know. That's not my lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not my lane.
Anyways, well, kind of got off on a tangent here, as we do, because that's the new norm now. Anyways, tell us your thoughts about OnlyFans in the comment section down below.
Do you subscribe? Are you for it? Are you against it?
Yeah, or you just like, hey, Pornhub's good enough for me because it's free.
Sometimes.
Depends. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening, watching. Be sure to subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Click the little bell. Join the Facebook group. And follow us on the gram.